Hi, Talon. How are you?
Hi, I'm really good. How are you?
Good. Hey, I know we talked a few days ago about our meeting, but we are limited right now just because of COVID. So we have to do the telehealth. I know it's not ideal, but we'll make the best of what we can of it. It sound good?
Yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time and adapting to the COVID times. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so first I kind of want to get like a baseline. I know we talked briefly before, but just remind me, what's your like activity level usually? Um, Go
So
ahead.
I just walk around. I get up in the morning, my back just starts to hurt a little bit, kind of around the hip area. And they told me L5 S1 is typically where my pain is coming from. I don't know what the heck caused it. But then I sit in a desk at my work the whole day, and it really flares it up. So when I get up at the end of the day, I'm having pain in my hip area. I'm having pain in my back, and it's just not a good. It's not just not good. It's really bothering me.
Okay. One thing I just want to first go through some goals I want to get done today. So I do want to eventually get to some exercises, show you how to do them, and have you perform. Make sure that you're doing them right. But I also want to make sure that you're equipped through work because a lot of your problems could be coming from work. So my first question is what's your setup at work? Are you in a chair most of the time? And if you are, like, what's your position usually?
Yeah, so I'm sitting in a chair. Work typically at a desk that, I mean, I try to get it to the right height, but throughout the day, I start lowering my chair just so my back's straighter up because I feel like the more I'm hunched over, the worse it gets. And it even happens in my car too when I'm driving around. My back just starts hurting, but it's mostly just at a desk, and I have a couple things off to my left, so I'm constantly turning that way. But other than that, that's pretty much my typical setup.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, first I just want to educate you a little bit about um just your sitting posture. So first of all, Talon, can you see my back pretty good from this angle?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pretend you're sitting at work right now. Okay, so your back here or your scap, the bones in the back, that wing, right? We want to make sure those are protracted. Did you ever lift weights or anything when you were younger?
Yeah, I lifted weights quite a bit when I was younger.
Okay, so when you guys used to do rows, maybe sometimes a person would come up behind you and put the hand on their back, and they would say, "Pinch my hand," right?
Yep.
And so we want to be doing a lot of that motion when we're sitting too, because we don't want our shoulders hunched over forward. We want that back pushed back, perfect, and we want to have that core engaged down here, and that's just going to prevent some of the pain that you're having throughout the day. Okay. Another thing we can do is there's a rule called the 20-20-20 rule. And so every 20 minutes, I want you to take your visual view where it's at the computer, whatever, and stare off 20 meters for 20 seconds. Okay. And so also maybe there is a way for you to maybe get a standing desk, to use a chair or to be propped up so you're standing, and that posture is going to be a little more normal. So let's see if we can incorporate that at work. But enough about that. Are you okay if we get through some exercises?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Okay. So I'm going to get my computer set up here. If you can't see it all or the position's bad, just let me know. Okay.
Okay.
So, one of the first things I want to do, we want to do a lot of strengthening and stretching, right? So, but we're going to start with some body weight. I don't want to incorporate anything yet because we're just starting out. Okay. So first we're going to start with a hip flexor stretch. And so what that's going to look like is we're going to do both sides, but I'm going to come down and your knee here. I'll change it so you can see my knee a little better. So your knee is going to have kind of like a 90-degree angle right here, right? Like a box. And you're going to have your hands on your hip with your back straight up. Okay. And we're going to hold that for about a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Engage that core, make sure that you're staying upright. Okay. And then we're just going to switch to the other side. Okay. And we're going to do that 3 to 4 times for each set. And we'll probably repeat that 3 to 4 times throughout the day or as needed. Okay. And the next thing I want to show you is bird dog. And so what that's going to do is help really engage your core, stretch your back out. And so it'd probably be better if I go down here for that. Can you see me okay, Town?
Yep.
Okay. And so how this is gonna start, you're gonna be in this quadruped position. So that just means you're on both knees, both hands, kind of like a dog, right? And so you can engage your hands first, just doing your right hand, nice and slow. Then your left hand. Want to make sure your back's nice and straight. Your core is engaged, acting like there's a string going through your belly button, and you're pulling it straight up, okay? And then
Okay.
you can do your legs individually. Nice 3 to 5 second hold out when you do it. And then if you want to challenge yourself, we can go opposite hand, opposite leg. So left hand, left leg. And then we're going to switch. Got in front of you and come down.
And am I holding at the top there?
Yep, you're gonna hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds each time at least, okay?
Okay, and if my wife helps me out with this one, and she can sit beside me, what are like the big cues with my back and hips that I need to know? In case that, I can't really see back there, but she can watch me doing these exercises. Is there anything with the back and the hips that I should really focus on?
Yeah, so like I said, we want to keep that back here. I'll go sideways so you can see a little better. So
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna demonstrate to you some bad posture, okay? See how my back's curved down really bad?
Yeah, I see that.
We want to get those hips aligned and that back straight when we do this, okay? And then a lot of times people take their knees and their hips and they'll bow them out or bow them in. And we want those lined up with your shoulders, okay? So if your
Okay.
wife is there, she can make sure that your back is straight. It's not curved too down or too far up, and that your core is engaged. And like I said, just imagine that there's a string going through your belly button and it's being pulled up and it's being sucked in, okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, just before we go, can I see you just try a few sets of them just to make sure that you're doing it okay?
Yeah, do you want me to do the bird dogs or the one that you demonstrated before?
I'll have you do both. You can just
Okay.
do it once each, just to make sure you did it okay.
Can you see me all right there?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, so this one I'm getting down like this, right?
Perfect. Yep, and hands on your hip. Perfect. Get that
Okay,
back
and I'm-
straight.
Okay.
Engage that core.
Oh yeah, I feel it in there. Right in the front of my hip there.
Okay, and we'll hold that for about a minute each time. And you do it to both sides. Do you feel a little tension in the back there too when you do that? or-
Just not too bad. Not too bad. If I feel tension in the back, is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. No, no, we're trying to pursue that.
Okay, that feels really good. And then the bird dogs, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Good positioning.
said-
Back straight. Engage
Does
that.
my back look straight enough?
Yep. So engage your
Okay.
core. Bring that right hand up forward.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Okay, I'm gonna challenge you, Town. Can you put your right hand forward and your left leg back at the same time? Hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it down. Nice, good job.
Yeah, this is gonna work me, I'm telling you. That's good. I think that gives me a good basis.
Hey, I just want to say you did a great job. I've had patients throughout the year and you've been the best example so far.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I just really want to get this pain kind of combated and get back to the things that I do. But I can tell you my core is weak. Holy smokes.
Yep, and we'll just take it one day at a time. So, and we'll just slowly progress to that. So, and we're on the right track so far. So, one day at a time, right, Town?
Yep. Hopefully I get to see you in person soon.
Yeah, hopefully. So, anyway, do you have any other questions or anything for me before we go?
Nope. And then I just meet up with you later on this week, right?
Yeah,
For another Zoom call.
Yep, we have an appointment set for tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'll send you a reminder tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. I'll do those exercises a couple times and yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, Town. Well, it's nice to meeting you over Zoom again. And so I'll see you tomorrow. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good day.
You too.